that, yes, because the Senate was also a party to that matter, the Speaker, we will also appeal the decision.
1 more minute, Honorable Senator.
We will appeal to the Court of Appeal of the Speaker, and that we should, because the right that we have. And if that appeal is upheld, then the Senate will have saved that 50 million Kenya shillings. But Mr. Speaker, even as we do that, and allow me to say this, even as we do that, this must be a constant reminder to us that whatever it is that we do, we are not the final authority. The things that we do today, 10 years, 20 years, 30 years, they will return to us, and a judgment will be passed by other people about our own actions. The Speaker, I submit.
Senator Wambua, just do like what Senator Mtata has done, getting a copy of the communication, because clearly you are not privy to the contents of that communication. Senator Chiranke.
I followed your communication. Thank you, Mr. Speaker, sir, and thank you for communicating on this life matter, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, yesterday we saw the judgment of the High Court, and I want to agree with the House that we do appeal, because as somebody has said, Mr. Speaker, is jury, in fact, jury in any proceeding are not subjected to be interrogated, Mr. Speaker. 50 million is a lot for the Senate, Mr. Speaker, and we did our part. I am happy, Mr. Speaker, that, and I know we raised in our submission, that the doctrine of separation of powers must be respected at all given time, Mr. Speaker. And I saw the facts. I want to advise my colleagues, is what we call re ipsa loquita. Speaks for itself. And when I saw Lady Justice Mugambi, who taught me, Mr. Speaker, that's why I'm a serious lawyer of serious pedigree, said very well, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, said with a lot of certainty that the Senate operates on doctrine of separation of powers, Mr. Speaker, and the work we do under Article 125 on the work of the committees and the standing order, as per standing order number 78, and under Article 145 of the Constitution of the Republic of Kenya, Mr. Speaker, we did our part as a Senate. And we will not allow us to be fined. I don't agree with the entirety of the judgment of the court, High Court, Mr. Speaker. I agree on the part where they agreed with us that the Deputy President was validly impeached as the Deputy President of the Republic of Kenya, Mr. Speaker. And therefore, Mr. Speaker, even let us assume, I was shocked when the court said that Dr. Kigonyo's affidavit did not have a probative value. And then they went ahead and disregarded that. How can we operate as a House when the former impeached Deputy President ran away, literally? Does it mean we needed to stop? He knew we wanted to grill him, Mr. Speaker. He knew. He had the opportunity, Mr. Speaker, under our standing order number 78. You can either appear by person or by the advocate. Senior counsel Muite was seated here. He didn't know where his client was, Mr. Speaker. And we know members of this House, which I am privy to, went and told him, run away, because we were going to fire and grill you and impeach you, Mr. Speaker, for violating the Constitution. And I can name names, Mr. Speaker, like the acting DCP SG was the one advising him to run away, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, we must stand our ground. And the High Court, Mr. Speaker.
Senator Fernande, you cannot impute improper motive to your colleagues. Kindly withdraw.
Mr. Speaker, I withdraw and I proceed. Mr. Speaker, that is why I'm saying we gave opportunity, Mr. Speaker. And in fact, I was standing order so that Kenyans can understand. Because I saw standing order number 78. You can neither appear as a person.
Senator Wakili Sige.
Mr. Speaker, I want to most sincerely thank you for the communication that you have made this afternoon, and for a very important reason. the facts ought to be made clear, because it's a bit absurd for the judges yesterday to say on the one hand that this House is independent in terms of procedure on how it deals with matters before it. It went ahead to pronounce itself that our standing orders are also constitutional, and further confirmed that indeed we were working within certain constitutional timelines and we are in charge of our program. It does not then make sense again, Mr. Speaker, for the same judges to say that having complied with what they said, our independence, our mandate, our constitutional timelines, that having a client who runs away before the House constitutes an unfair hearing. I'm happy that you've made the communication that we as a House must appeal that decision. And, Mr. Speaker, as already been submitted by the rest of the senators here, it is absurd for them to say that the client who disappeared, whose lawyer could not even tell where he was not given an opportunity to be heard. And therefore, as a House, having made that decision, I believe that we should be allowed to do it. And, Mr. Speaker, granting that adjournment, acting as a quasi-judicial institution, is the discretion of this House. Let's forget for a moment even that we didn't have to comply with the standing orders or the constitutional dictates, which of course we could not. It is the discretion of this House, and therefore we were in our right place and footing to decide as to how to proceed and prosecute the impeachment proceedings that were before this House. And therefore, I fail to understand the basis upon which a grant of damages worth 50 million, which was not asked for by the client again, could be slapped on the House. And despite the fact that we agree in part of the judgment, this particular finding on the fair hearing, Mr. Speaker, cannot stand, and I'm happy that the House will proceed to defend the position that it took. I thank you.
Senator Oburu.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, sir, for the opportunity. Mr. Speaker, sir, I am equally surprised with the court decision to impose a fine of 50 million shillings on the Senate, when on the other hand, the same court said the Senate was right and the Senate rightly impeached Gachagua according to the Constitution. We followed the Constitution and we impeached him according to the Constitution. And Mr. Speaker, when we were here, all of us were here, when the lawyer himself told us that he did not know where his client was. Now, if he didn't know, then, Mr. Speaker, how could we know as a Senate? How could we know? We did not know also, Mr. Speaker. So we did not know where he was. Now, whatever was brought later on that he was in hospital was an afterthought. And that afterthought, Mr. Speaker, cannot be used to impose a fine on us when we acted constitutionally, and the court has said so. And they have impeached him. Mr. Speaker, it is a contradiction. To me, it is a contradiction, Mr. Speaker. How could you impeach somebody for having breached the Constitution, and therefore the Senate was right, and on the other hand, Mr. Speaker, you impose a big fine. Mr. Speaker, I urge you to appeal. Mr. Speaker, where do we get 50 million when we are struggling in our steering committee of Parliament? Yeah, we are struggling to get money even to travel locally. So where would we get 50 million? We are poor. If it was with the Assembly, with the National Assembly, perhaps they would be able to pay. But for us, we are not going to pay, and we are also right not to pay, Mr. Speaker. We are going to appeal. We are lawful. I mean, we follow the law, And Mr. Speaker, sir, I hope that